Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Perisic has had an interesting career, Peter. Never really had a career in his native Croatia, receiving his football education in France, Belgium, Germany, Italy. A good blend, I'd say, by any measure.
Okay, interesting. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Shapes to shoot! That'll be a throw-in. Marquinhos. Moved on forwards. Morata.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That looks a cracking ball. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Bowen. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rodrigo. Perisic. Fabian Ruiz. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. João Neves. Pedro Neto. David.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Bowen. And he's been shifted off it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, that's well spotted. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that's a fine interception. Cleared without complication. Marseille with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Oh, super find. Oh, that's ambitious.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Pavard. Pavard is there to clear. That is good alertness. That's a good run down the left. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedro Neto. That's good running with the ball. Pedro Neto. He has found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Perisic. Endrick. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
David. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Van Dijk gets it away. Just 5 minutes left until the break.
can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
João Neves. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's David. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a very deep chance! There it is!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Marseille have fired themselves in front. And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Sporting really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Oh, easy pickings there.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And now they can spring out of defence. Eze. Rodrigo. Here's Ascatsiba. Forwards and with intent. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pedro Neto. Eze. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Sporting still this single goal behind. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now he's off and running, and he cuts out the supply. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Perisic. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pedro Neto. David. And that is masterful defending. And that's gone loose.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a key interception. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pedro Neto. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Perisic. He's in and the shot! He has got it! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 77.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Número 33.
Sporting have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Número 7. Número 18. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Ascatsibar, Todibo spots it and intercepts. Played out to the left flank. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now that's a lovely exchange. Now it's Ascatsibar. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He can run onto that. In comes the corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Todibo attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Into the last 5 minutes. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a sharp pass. And that is a little undercooked. Bowen. Kessié. Bowen. Kessié. Out to the right. Bowen.
Such good technique.
Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Bowen. And he's managed to get rid. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Utilizem o parque de estacionamento dos dados